This video and every video on this channel is made possible by your support on patreon.com/616entertainment. I couldn't do this without you, and your contributions keep this channel alive. You can also grab an official shirt over on prowrestlingtees.com/616entertainment. What's up, Dan-Dans? My name is Ian. Welcome to episode 100 of Mortal Kombat Monday. I started this show back in, 2019? So we're going on nearly 4 years of Mortal Kombat Monday. 100 episodes up, 100 episodes down. Today we're going to do something really special. We are going to rank every single Mortal Kombat character ever on a tier list. And this is something I've never done before. This is something I never really had any interest in doing because I feel like it's kind of cheap and kind of easy. But you guys have asked me to do something like this for a long time. And for episode 100, it's a special occasion. This is as big as it gets. It's the whole roster. Why not? Why would we not go this route, right? Now, I've never done anything like this before, so hopefully this is working out the way I want it to. And you might be thinking like, oh, I can't see. How are we supposed to see what you're doing? That should have worked. Hopefully that worked, and now this looks a lot better. Or I fucked it up entirely. We're going to find out when I'm editing. Now, with any tier list, this is one of those things where some of you are really going to hate where I put some of these characters. Some of you are going to be like, oh, that looks exactly like the way my list would have looked. It does not matter in the grand scheme. This is simply my opinion. I am more than happy to check out your comments down below, like, oh, how could you have put Kenshi here? Moloch should have been higher, or some bullshit like that. But getting into arguments about just like, well, he's not A tier, there's no such thing. This is all made up. This is a made up concept based on opinions. Don't take it too seriously, all right? Now, as you can see, I do not have S, A, B, C. Fuck that. I have changed the tiers to suit exactly what I want them to be. We've got, at the top, the fucking best. Great, good, totally fine, who cares, bad, and the fucking worst. Now, this is going to be judged based on how cool I think the character is, but also what the character has meant to Mortal Kombat in the grand scheme. So if there's somebody who I think is a 10 out of 10 on the cool scale, but they've really never fucking done anything. Tremor is coming to my mind. Tremor can't be S tier just because I think he's cool, you know? He can't be the fucking best just because I think he's cool. I have to factor in reality along with my taste. I don't have to, but I guess I'm going to because those are the rules I'm deciding here. Now, I'm going to stop cutting, and the rest of this is just going to be totally free ball. And let's see how this goes. I'm going to try and not make this a fucking hour long. And let's just have some fun. Now, we're going to take these in the order that they are listed down here. I did not make this tier list. Somebody else made it. All I did was change the lineup here on these deals. So, we're going to take them in the order that they are. We got Sector. And some of these are kind of weird looking, so I'm going to have to get closer to the screen to figure out who they are. But Sector is a guy who's no doubt cool as fuck. But is he the fucking best? No, he's not. Sector's a good character. Sector is a really good character because he's done big, important shit. You know, he worked with Quan Chi, he was taking down the Lin Kuei, he became the Grand Master of the Lin Kuei at some point. He's had some cool angles going on with Sub-Zero, he and Cyrax didn't see eye to eye. Really good. I like Sector. And now we got Kira. Kira's a bad character. I'm going to tell you why Kira is a bad character. Because we've only seen her a couple times. You know, we're going on Mortal Kombat 12, not counting side games. We're going on Mortal Kombat 12. We've seen her a couple times. What has she done? She hasn't fucking done anything. Now, does she have a terrible moveset, terrible fatalities, terrible look? No, she's fine. She's not the fucking worst. You know, there's room for improvement with Kira, so we're just going to put her in bad. We don't want her to be in bad. We would like to see Kira be something else. We would like to see Kira be something greater, but she's not just yet. So Kira's gonna go in the bad column. I'm gonna specify something right here. There are a lot of tier lists that I see out there posted on Reddit and whatnot, where the top tier, the S, the A+, whatever you want to call it, the fucking best for me, that's the most fully loaded section on your tier list. If that's what you're doing, I don't think you understand a tier list. That should be the thinnest. I think the very best and the very worst should be the ones that are the least populated, because otherwise what the fuck does it mean to be the best or to be the worst, okay? So you see where my head's going here. Now we got Goro. Fuck. Goro's a tough one, dude. Goro's a great character. Goro's no doubt a great character, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because he's iconic. He's the first sub-boss we ever saw. Most of the time he's harder than Shang Tsung. As long as you know how to dodge the fucking fireballs, you're not gonna have a problem with Shang Tsung. But Goro, I guess you could just dive kick the shit out of him. Anyway, he's so cool. He's been around a long time. The reason he's not the fucking best is because of how they've handled him over the years. Over the past however many Mortal Kombat games, Goro's got a record of probably 2-15. We should not be seeing Goro lose as often as we do. I'm not saying he's got to be fucking Goldberg. I'm not saying he's got to be 173-0. But when you see a sub-boss with 4 fucking arms losing more often than they win, that's not good. You don't want that. So Goro can't be top tier, but he's real close. He's right there. Up next, we got Kabal. Good character. Kabal's been around a long time. First showed up in Mortal Kombat 3. He's had several different looks over the years. The hook swords are fucking awesome. He's had some cool fatalities. He's had some really bad fatalities. He's been featured in the movies. Kabal's been around a long time. Kabal's a good character. Up next, we got Chameleon with a K. Now, there are 2 chameleons, as you can see. This one, Chameleon with a K, is female. Chameleon with a C is male. But we're going to go with Chameleon with a K first, because that's where she fell on this fucking this deal here. Bad character. I don't want her to be a bad character, but she is. She's barely canonical. They've never done anything with her of note. And if you're going to be like, well, actually, she took a shit in Rico's bathroom between Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance and Deception, don't bother. She's never done anything of note. We would love to see more, but that's not on us. That's on them. Bad character. We got Moloch. Bad character. Sub-boss. He was like the Goro of Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. He was a pain in the ass. He was hard to fight. Has never done anything of note since. And maybe not every character needs to have a fucking 20-year legacy. And maybe not every character needs to be a Goro and be up to that standard. But Moloch's a bad character. He's just a big Oni. He's a big Oni boy. Here we got, what the fuck is your name? Garrus from Mortal Kombat 11. He's fine, who cares? You know, he was a big bruiser in Mortal Kombat 11. He hasn't been around long enough to be good or bad, in my opinion. He's new, he showed up, he did some cool shit, and maybe he's gone. But he's fine, who cares? I'm not happy or glad to see Garrus again or not, so... Now we got Kotal Khan, and I'm going to say good character. Kotal Khan is one of these characters. He's one of the newer guys that have shown up. Debuted in Mortal Kombat X. I spit on my computer a little bit there. You don't want to do that. He debuted in Mortal Kombat X, and I was confused. I'm not even going to go into the fucking Khan thing. I'm just going to gloss right over it. He's got the goddamn sword with the spikes, and he fucking saws you with it. He's got blood, Aztec shit. Good character. He was in a powerful position. He got killed. He got beat by one of the guys who came before him. Shao Kahn, spoilers. If you're watching this, you know that, so it's not really a spoiler. But Kotal Khan, good character. I think they can give him a rest for a little while and then maybe dust him off later, but good character. Kintaro, who cares, you know? Kintaro is basically Goro 2.0, or maybe Goro 1.5, because they were practically the same fucking thing. It was just a 4-armed sub-boss. Kintaro's look has been fucked up over time. In Mortal Kombat 2, when he showed up, he looked fucking mean. He was nasty. He had that fucking weird idol animation. You know what I'm saying? And over time, if you look at like Mortal Kombat 9, 2011 Mortal Kombat reboot, he looks like he came from that movie Cats, or the play Cats. No, go with the movie with the terrible CGI. He looks like a cat person. And they fucked him up over time. So Kintaro is really cool, but he should be more than he is, so who cares? He's fine. Ashra, bad character. Cool look. When she showed up, it was like, oh, she's like the female rated. And then she just wasn't. And then it was like, oh, she's going to do something. And then she just didn't. Bad character. Not the worst, But what has she done? Who'd she ever beat? What town did she ever leave? You know what I'm saying? Who we got? Scarlet? Bad character. I like Scarlet, dude. First of all, Scarlet's fine as hell in Mortal Kombat 11. If you gotta look in the way I do, you know what I'm saying? I got this whole look. I'll show it to you sometime. Ooh! Scarlet. No! I'm torn. I don't know if she's bad or if she's totally fine. Who cares? I don't know where she goes because her moves are so cool. Some of her finishing moves are so cool. What has she ever done of consequence in the universe? Nothing. She's never really done anything that mattered. But she's cool. Totally fine. Who cares? She's staying here. She's promoted from bad. Yeah. She's promoted from bad because she has such cool moves and she also has the background. Unlike Ashra or Moloch, Scarlet was rumored for a long time. She was like this idea that was out there in the ether. And then she became something, and she became something cool. So totally fine, who cares? I've promoted Scarlet. Shang Tsung is the fucking best. Shang Tsung, without a second doubt, belongs at the top of the heap. Your soul is mine? Are you out of your asshole? Shang Tsung, one of the best. First boss ever. Disappeared for a while. Became playable in MK2, actually. Disappears from, the main scene. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, he's back on top as a major fucking bad guy. Dude, Shang Tsung, the fucking best. Who's this? What's your fucking name from Armageddon? Taven. Taven from Armageddon, bad character. Because, we played as him, but Taven is kind of the fucking... whatever the main guy's name is, Cole whatever, right? From the new movie, the 2021 movie that I don't like. I was going to say nobody likes, but I'm not going to be a generalist like that. Why? We didn't need this brand new guy to play as. I would have preferred if we were going to go that route, let me create my own guy. But Taven, he showed up to do what they needed him to do and he disappeared and we'll never fucking see him again. Bad character, who cares? But not to be confused with totally fine, who cares?
This is where the one and only Patches Lugosi entered the room and hit the camera and messed up the whole shot. And I left it in because I figure you guys will like it.
Draman! Patches...
The Halloween mask on the broomstick is how I found my focus for this shot. And I think it's very funny that Patches revealed it in the corner there. Okay, back to the tier list.
Let's get back to business. Draman, we were talking about Draman, right? Draman, who cares? I think Draman goes higher than Moloch, because Draman's got a cooler look. I like the fucking mask. I like the gimmick on his hand. And same deal as Moloch. He showed up. He did the one thing they needed him to do. He never did much after that. But he's cooler than Moloch in the grand scheme. Totally fine. Who cares, Draman? Jax is a great character. Jax is a great character because he showed up very early. Mortal Kombat 2, he's there. He and Sonya have their own thing. Starred in the worst Mortal Kombat game of all time. But that's neither here nor there. He had his own game. And only a couple people can say that. Jax has been a good guy. He's been turned revenant into a bad guy. He was redeemed. He has sacrificed himself. Jax is a great character. Movado, bad character. Real bad character. Sucks. Not cool. He's borderline the fucking worst. But like I said, we're really going to save the top and the bottom. Okay? So bad character. I'm not even going to go that much further into it. Baraka... great character. Baraka's great, dude. The fucking blades, Tarkatans are just badass to begin with. He's got the teeth. He's been around a long time. He's cutting people's heads off. He'll stab you with the deals, and then you fall down the blades. Baraka's awesome. When they killed Baraka in Mortal Kombat X, even though he's a bad guy, you were like, no! That's how you know Baraka's great. Liu Kang is the fucking best. And I know there are people out there who don't like Liu Kang. There are people out there who I think I saw on Reddit earlier today. Someone was like, what could NetherRealm do to make you like Liu Kang? I like Liu Kang. Who doesn't like Liu Kang? Did it get a little tiresome that he wins the Mortal Kombat tournament? He wins Mortal Kombat 2. He wins Mortal Kombat 3. fucking, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance shows up, they kill him in the opening cutscene. The balls of that. And then he's gone in his normal form. He's gone for multiple games before making a comeback. Liu Kang has been a champion. Liu Kang has been the guy that you thought was going to be the champion, and then something went wrong in the reboot timeline. Liu Kang has been like the king of the bad guys. Liu Kang's the fucking best. And I think at the top, you understand my taste a little bit if you see who I have in the fucking best so far. Alright? Who we got now? Kano, great character. Oh yeah, great character. He's borderline the fucking best, but not quite over the mark. Kano's awesome. He's been funny. He's been a murderer. He's been doing cool shit for 30 goddamn years. Shout out to Kano. Shout out to Mortal Kombat Legends Snowblind, which featured King Kano as the big bad guy. I reviewed that with Captain McKay on this very channel last week. Check it out. Onaga's a good character. Onaga's a good character because, man, Onaga's borderline great. Onaga's borderline great because they had mentioned a lot of the pieces of the Deception / Onaga puzzle started to fall into place in Deadly Alliance, and then we saw that fruit come to bear, as they say, in Deception. And just that opening cutscene of Quan Chi, Shang Tsung, and Raiden all teaming up with their bullshit, and Onaga's like, oh, fuck you, and he walks right through it and takes them all out. I guess Raiden takes him out, but Onaga's just like, alright, whatever. Onaga's badass, dude. Onaga's a good character. Would love to see Onaga again somewhere down the line. Kenshi, good character. I feel like Kenshi of the 3D era going forward is obviously a favorite of the people in charge, of Ed Boon, of, the people at the top of the heap, because he keeps showing up. And Kenshi keeps doing important shit. He remains in the scene. I like Kenshi. I don't love Kenshi, but I like Kenshi. And he's a good character. Mocap, I mean, there should just be a joke tier. Because, some could say Mocap is the fucking worst, but he's just a joke. You don't take Mocap seriously. You have to offend me personally to make it into the bottom tier. So Mocap, he's just a joke, but I don't find the joke all that funny. But they don't keep playing the joke, They hit it and we've moved on. So he's bad, but who gives a fuck, Blaze, who cares? Totally fine. He's cool because he like Scarlet before him, who is also in the same tier here. Well, when you shake that deal, look, you can make the gimmick get bigger. Blaze was one of those people who was a rumor. He was a legend on the playground who eventually became a reality. And he did his job as the boss of Armageddon. He has a cool look, being like a lava looking, a kind of like a palette swap ninja sort of deal with the bottom mask sort of shit. But Blaze lost points because Dark Khan and Corrupted Shinnok look exactly like him. I've said it before, I'll say it again. We've had enough of the molten lava bosses. No more. Don't ever do it again. It's generic. So Blaze is fine. Who cares? He's not good or bad. Ermac, good character. I would love to call Ermac a great character, but I can't. Look at him. He looks fucking awesome. His abilities are fucking awesome. He's got some great fatalities. What has he done? Has he ever killed anybody that we've seen? Oh, he did blow Jax's arms off in the second timeline. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. And you know what? No, he belongs in good. Because if I'm looking at these other guys, Ermac belongs in the same tier as Sector and Cabal. But look at the great tier. Guys like fucking Jax and Baraka and Kano. Does Ermac belong here or does he belong there? I think he belongs in good. We cannot let our love for the palette swap ninjas bump them up further than they belong, okay? Kitana, great character. You love Kitana because first of all, she's fine as wine. Second of all, she's been around a long time. She's got some real bad fatalities. The fucking kiss that stretches you out and shit. She's got some real bad ones, but man, is Katana good or is Katana great? That's actually tough. Katana's great. Katana's great because much like Liu Kang, the reason Liu Kang is a step above Katana, I'm going to make this work here. The reason Liu Kang is a step above Katana is because he has been the champion multi-times over, and they killed him, and he was a king of the bad guys. Katana has been like an important piece of the puzzle for the good guys, and has also been like queen of the bad guys, but she was also never at the very top the way Liu Kang was. So I feel comfortable putting Katana as a great character. Jackie Briggs. Who cares? Jackie Briggs is fine. We've seen her twice now, and some of you are upset. You want her to be in bad or the fucking worst. Grow up. She's fine. She's been around. I like the familial connection with Jax, but now I need more from Jackie Briggs. Ow! I just got like a horrible pain in my spine. That was fucking weird. Good thing to capture on camera, right? If Jackie Briggs is gonna stick around, I want her to do more than just have that like, no, it's okay, Dad. We gotta save my dad. I saved my dad. What are you about, though? You know? But she's not. She doesn't insult me. She doesn't offend me. But I would like to see some character growth. So she's fine. She's fine. Aaron Black is a good character, dude. I like Aaron Black. And that might be controversial. Some of you might be like, does Aaron Black really belong in the same group as Ermac and Sector? Yeah, I think so. Because he hasn't been around as long as they have. But he, much like Kenshi, who he's in the same group with as well, Aaron Black seems to be a favorite of the people who are in charge, and it shows. Because he's always got cool moves. He's got a cool fucking look. I don't recall if we've ever seen Aaron Black killed. I feel like, unless I'm just forgetting something, I feel like they're saving that to be a very important moment. I like Aaron Black quite a bit. I think he belongs in good. Tanya, who cares? She's fine. You know, hasn't done a whole lot. And not a super original look. You know, she's kind of like Yellow Katana when she first showed up. She's fine. Doesn't bother me, but I'm not clamoring to see her back. People clamored to see her back. They got her, and then what? And then what, okay? Darius, bad character. Nobody gives a fuck about Darius. And it's kind of unfortunate because I do think he has a cool look and he has some cool moves in Deception, but what has he done since then? Somebody tweeted at Ed Boon recently, and they were like, there's kind of been a not enough representation of the 3D era characters, and Ed Boon was like, we're going to fix that in the future. Maybe Darius will be one of those guys. You know? You never know. Who we got? We got Kung Lao. Good character. Good character? Is Kung Lao good? Some of you are real mad. Some of you are saying great. I don't know if Kung Lao's great. Look, just because you've been around since the original trilogy doesn't mean you're automatically great. Is the hat iconic? Sure. Does he have some of the best fatalities in history? Sure. Oh, fuck, he might be great. He might be great. No, I don't think he is. I don't think he... Because what, you know, Kung Lao's resume is... You know, he's been jealous of Liu Kang. He and Liu Kang have had this rivalry together, usually a friendly rivalry. But he's always just kind of been a subordinate to Liu Kang. And I can't think of anything iconic that Kung Lao has done other than getting fucking ripped in half by Shao Kahn. And I'm going to say Kung Lao's a good character. And, you know, if you're upset, that's fine. Let me know in the comments why you think he should be great. Doesn't mean I'm wrong. Doesn't mean you're right. But I'm willing to hear you out. Who we got up next? Is this Jarek? No, that's Kai. See, some of these are tiny. And you've only seen some of these renders in, like, one game. So Kai is a bad character. Borderline the fucking worst. Borderline the fucking worst. You know what? Kai's one of the fucking worst. Kai is one of the fucking worst. And that's just the way it is. Kai showed up in Mortal Kombat 4 and he sucked. Nobody's ever cared about what Kai's been up to since. And no, I don't think anybody ever wants to see Kai again. I don't even know anything about him. You know? I wrote the history of Mortal Kombat. I've played all the games multiple times, dozens of times. I don't know anything about Kai. Nothing is sticking in my brain about Kai. That's bad. That's real bad. I know some of these fucking guys who suck, like Movado and Mocap and fucking Ashra. You at least know about them. Nothing in my mind has ever stuck about Kai. He's one of the fucking worst. Rain is a good character. I would love to call him great because he's a palette swap ninja. We all love them. But he's almost a totally fine who cares character. Because it's frustrating in the sense that we've always wanted him to be a major player and they've just never given him the ball to run with like that. And that sucks. And even still, he's not really a factor. He was unplayable. He was there but unplayable in Mortal Kombat X. He was DLC in Mortal Kombat 11, meaning he didn't do anything really of note. We want to see more from Rain, and we all have our fingers crossed that that's going to happen, right? But in the meantime, he's good, borderline, who cares, in my opinion. Havoc, who cares? He's fine. Again, a lot of I'm trying not to repeat myself too much, even though I am. The twist around fucking 900 spine twisting double punch deal, really cool. They stole his coffin drop teleport move for Sub-Zero in Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe, which didn't make any sense for Sub-Zero, but it was cool, so I was glad it was there. I would love to see Havoc do something, but in the meantime, he goes here because I'd like to see him again. Do something with Havoc. Please, Ed Boon, I know you're watching, right? Big fan. Collector, who cares? Who cares? Fujin. Some of you, I don't know if I'm really showing some love for some of your guys and you're like, yeah, finally. Or if you're upset with me, but who cares about Fujin? Who cares? He's the god of wind? Okay. Alright. Fujin has never done much for me personally. And I feel like maybe he should, but he doesn't. And I can't tell you, I feel a way that I don't actually feel. I don't give a fuck about Fujin. Sub-Zero is the fucking best. And that's just as easy as it gets. Sub-Zero is the fucking best. He belongs up there with Shang Tsung and Liu Kang. And Sub-Zero is my favorite Mortal Kombat character. My favorite Mortal Kombat character there's ever been. I think that goes without saying. It's the evolution of Sub-Zero was the first one that I did. There's a reason for it. I really wanted to write about Sub-Zero. I love Sub-Zero. I wish Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zeros didn't suck. It would be great if it was good, but it's not. And that's how you know that I'm a fan and not a fanboy. I love Sub-Zero. He belongs up there. Iconic. Truly iconic. Devora is a great character, man. And I know people don't want to hear that Devora is a great character, but she is. 20 fucking plus years into Mortal Kombat's legacy and history, they cooked up this character for Mortal Kombat X. They called her Devora. She has this insectoid look about her with blue blood. A whole bunch of shit no one's had before with these fucking insect arm deals, and she's got her wings. She has killed many important characters and got comeuppance herself. I think, right? In 11? We'll see. She has done some dastardly fucking deeds, and that's the kind of heel that you need to appreciate. Of this newest batch of characters, I think Devora is probably the best one. And again, I'm open for interpretation in the comments. You guys tell me what you think about that. But I think Devora is a great character. And I think they've done a hell of a job making her a great character. In a short amount of time. Where are we at now? Li Mei, bad character. Fucking, what is there to say about Li Mei? What is there to say about Li Mei? She was... Chameleon with a C. Bad character. For the same reason. And I'm not gonna... Some people rank inside these. They're like, well, he's bad, but he's not as bad as Ashra. I'm not gonna do that, but I will put the two chameleons right next to each other, just for the sake of uniformity. But he's the same as Chameleon with a K. Would like to see more, but there's nothing to go by. Bad character. Takeda. Takahashi Takeda. Who cares? You know, he's one of the kids who showed up in the newer group. And he belongs in here with Jackie Briggs, in my opinion. He's kind of cool. He's got some cool shit about him. Oh, fuck. I did those out of order. He's got some cool shit about him, but we don't know much about him. And is anybody really clamoring for more from him? He's not bad. He's been useful in the role that he's had, but, like, he hasn't made much of an impact with me. I could give or take. I could or could not care less. Either one. Who we got here? Cetrion. I'm gonna say who cares. I could put Cetrion in good because she's a playable elder god with some cool moves, and she's hot. I don't care if she's got like gray skin and fucking is a weird god and not a human. She's still hot. I don't give a fuck. But who cares? If Cetrion's gonna be in the next game, cool. Like Cetrion. If Cetrion's not gonna be in the next game, it's like cool. I like Cetrion. You know? If I'm not up in arms about it, if I don't feel a certain kind of way about it, then it tells me that they don't belong in the top or the bottom. And I think this healthy middle that we have going on here right now works pretty well. Motaro, Motaro's borderline bad, and I don't like that. I don't like that he's borderline bad. Dude, Motaro, Mortal Kombat 3, fucking awesome, and he's a pain in the ass, unless you get fucking lucky. He's such a pain in the ass. And then we don't see him, not counting Trilogy and stuff, and then we just don't see him again. Until they do a game where everyone has to be included, Armageddon, and they cut him in half! This whole deal, that he was a fucking centaur. And they were like, instead of figuring this out, just give him 2 legs and say the Shokan cursed him. Bullshit. And then where's he been? In Mortal Kombat 9, he dies in a cutscene. Motaro's a bad character. And I don't want to keep repeating myself, but we don't want him to be a bad character, but he is. And that's not our fault. That's not my fault. It's not your fault. That's what I mean by our. That's not our fault. We want to love Motaro. Give us something to love about him. Jesus Christ. Oh, that hurts me that I gotta put him there, but if I'm just being realistic and not playing favorites, it's where he goes, man. Scorpion's the fucking best. That's a no-brainer. Sub-Zero and Scorpion in the top tier are no-brainers, dude. Scorpion and Sub-Zero are the faces of Mortal Kombat. They always will be. And spoilers for Mortal Kombat 11. Hit the fast forward button a couple times if you don't want to hear it. 3, 2, 1. I don't know. It's not that I don't know how to feel. I don't like that they kill Hanzo in Mortal Kombat 11. D'Vorah kills him. And what we are left with is a younger Scorpion from another world who is not Hanzo Hasashi. He's not the grown, adult, smarter, wiser Hanzo. He's this young, angry dickhead Scorpion again. All that character development, and they just flushed it down the fucking drain. But who knows what Mortal Kombat 12 is going to be? Maybe they'll go back in time again. I don't know. Who fucking knows? But Scorpion's the best, despite some of the decisions they made in Mortal Kombat 11. Cobra, bad character. He's not the worst. Cobra just got some shine in Mortal Kombat Legends Snowblind, and that made me happy, because Cobra's obviously a bad character. He's obviously a bad character. But there, we know about him. We know the group that he works for. We know that he's kind of like a Ken from Street Fighter / Johnny Cage ripoff sort of deal. He's borderline the fucking worst, but I don't feel comfortable putting him down there with Kai. Nightwolf is a good character. And it's not just about tenure. It's about his moveset. It's about the fact that he's a very interesting guy. He has... you go back to Mortal Kombat 9, and he's a big part of the reason that fucking the bad guys were defeated, was because of Nightwolf. And he has earned his spot in not only the legacy and the lore, but in my opinion, he earns his spot in the good section. Jarek is a bad character just because he showed up as a Kano ripoff and never really progressed beyond that, you know? And that's just where he goes. Natara, help me out here, guys. Is Natara bad, or is Natara, who cares? Is she totally fine? I feel like Natara's totally fine because she's unique. Her uniqueness gives her points. But even with her uniqueness, her fatality in Deadly Alliance sucked. It was nothing special. It was uninspired, which some of those fatalities are in Deadly Alliance, just the way it goes. And she hasn't really done dick ever. She's borderline bad. Oh, she's borderline bad. Her uniqueness is what keeps her in the totally fine category. Because Jarek is also, he's fine, but he was a ripoff who never grew. So he defaults to bad. I'm gonna leave Natara in totally fine. I would like to see them do something with Natara. Cassie Cage. I feel like Cassie Cage is a good character. And some of you just turned this off. And I don't give a fuck if you did or not. Cassie Cage showed up and did not meander. She did not I don't know, what am I supposed to do? She showed up, and in her first game, she's connected to the past through Sonya and through Johnny Cage. She, through her genes, through her genetics and the powers passed down to her from her dad's fucking ancestors and shit, is able to pull off the same sort of deal that Johnny Cage is. She's not a great character. She went from being like maybe the new champion in Mortal Kombat X to there in Mortal Kombat 11. She's just there. But I do think she's a good character, and I think if Cassie Cage is going to be in Mortal Kombat 12 or whatever they do next, if she's going to be there, I think they can do something with her and even improve her as a character if they kill her. Because I don't think anybody expects them to kill her. And a shock is always a good thing. It's always a good feeling when you're playing something you enjoy and they can get you to drop your jaw. In my opinion, that's a good thing. And I think that could help her grow, to see a difference in her character now. Because she's going to need to grow. Like, Jackie's down here because she didn't grow. And I guess there's an argument, if we're being fair, that Cassie, she grew across her first adventure, but then she regressed in her second one. I'm going to leave her where she is. I'm going to leave her in good. And some of you, I can see being like, what the fuck are you doing putting Cassie in with Sector and fucking Rain and Kung Lao? But I'm saying she's done important shit. She's got a cool moveset. I like her tie to the history. And we don't want the top to just be the OGs, because then it's a clear bias that I like the older stuff better. And I'm really doing my best to be realistic here. Like, I think Devore is a great character, you know? And Kotal Khan I have up here in good as well, and he's a newer character. I feel comfortable doing what I've done. Meat is bad character. And it's the same thing as Mocap. He's a joke. He shows up. He's a little gimmick when they need him. He's not even worth going into. Bo Raicho is the fucking worst. Dairu's the fucking worst. Cyrax is a great character. That is all that those guys need. Cyrax is a great character. And, oh no! I think Cyrax is a good character, man. I think Cyrax is a good character. Because he and Sector, to me, are not one and the same, but they are the Sub-Zero to each other's Scorpion and vice versa, you know? Sector, we went through his journey. Cyrax, when things were expanded upon in Mortal Kombat 9, we see him kind of like being like, I don't know if this whole cybernetic deal is the right move. And then he gets turned, and he's a gnarly bad guy motherfucker. And then he gets turned again. Cyrax is a good character. I would like to see more from Cyrax. He's a guy that since he's shown up, I've loved Cyrax. Quan Chi is a great character. And I think Quan Chi is the first person to have debuted in Mortal Kombat 4 to make the upper echelon. Quan Chi is a great character, man. Debuts in Mortal Kombat 4. He's a brand new, awesome sorcerer. He's got the big ass skull that goes, roar, roar, you know what I'm saying? The leg rip fatality. Are you out of your mind? Mortal Kombat X fatality. He makes you walk mouth first onto the sword, then cuts you vertically. That's Quan Chi, right? Isn't that Quan Chi? Or is that Ermac? I think it's Quan Chi. Yeah, it's Quan Chi. No, or is that Kenshi? Whatever. Quan Chi is awesome, and he showed up later, but he got tied into the Scorpion Sub-Zero deal. That feud has gone on for 20 fucking years almost, and I love Quan Chi, and he got killed in MKX, and I think maybe they'll continue to take a break with him for a little while, but we've not seen the last of Quan Chi, and we like that. We like that we haven't seen the last of Quan Chi. Bring on more Quan Chi. Raiden is the fucking best? Is Raiden the fucking best? No, Raiden's great. Raiden's a great character, and I'll tell you why. Raiden could be the fucking best if his stories were not constantly stop and start. When they fucking made him Dark Raiden the first time, we were like, whoa, what is this gonna be? And then it was nothing. And then, they do a whole reboot deal. What is Dark Raiden gonna be? It's nothing. They dropped it. Like, Raiden is right on the... If I could put him here, if I could put him on the cusp, he'd be on the cusp. But he's just not the fucking best. He's great. Raiden belongs here with Katana. Raiden belongs here with Baraka and Goro. The fucking best is a very exclusive category. And Raiden's right there, but they have fucked him up too many times. What's this down here? Wingstop. I like Wingstop. They fucked him up too many times for me to call him the fucking best. Frost is Frost a good character? I think Frost is pretty good. Or is she totally fine? Who cares? I think Frost is good. When she shows up, it's like, whoa, female Sub-Zero. Like, and then she turned out to be not very good. She's too full of her own shit. She's too aggressive, and it cost her. Yeah, but they've kind of done that with her a lot, though. But is that kind of cool? That she's had a second chance. She's had multiple chances to right her wrongs and to smarten up, and she just doesn't. She's just a bad egg, as they say. I think I like Frost, and I'm gonna say Frost is a good character. I think I feel good about that. Do I feel good about that? Or I don't know if I do. I'm torn on this. This is the one I'm most torn on. Is Frost good or is she fine? I think Frost is fine. I might have been off my rocker a little bit. I was overrating her a little bit, because if we're just thinking about it, 0 memorable fatalities in my book. Legacy wise, she keeps repeating the same mistake. I like that she's a bad guy through and through, but she really hasn't done anything. Sub-Zero and Scorpion were finally going to make peace, and she almost fucked it up. That's not really doing anything. Jade. I want to say Jade is fine. Obviously, she's fine. But I want to say I would like to think Jade is a good character, but what the fuck has she done? What has she done? Legacy-wise, what has she done? Fatality-wise, none of them are killer. Some of them are cool. She's hotter than donut grease, as good old JR would say, but that only gets you so far. I can't think of anything meaningful she's been a part of. I think Jade is fine. I really do. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. Rico is fine. Nope. Rico is... No, Jade's a good character. Jade is good and Rico is fine. We've come to our senses. Jade is good because we always want to see more of Jade, because we are continually pulling for her to be a big deal, to be involved in something major, where Rico, we're like, can he do something? Can you have him do something? That would be nice. Whereas Jade, we want her all the time. We always want her to be around. And to me, that sticking point with The community with a K is a good thing. Jade is good. Suhao is the fucking worst. Suhao is the fucking worst. Stryker is fine, and he could have been good. He was good in Mortal Kombat 9. You know, he shows up in Mortal Kombat 3, and he's just kind of just like, what the fuck? Who is this guy? This kind of dumpy-looking security guard who, like, doesn't look like he gives a shit. And he's got that goofy-ass jump-through, spinning throw gimmick. And then in Mortal Kombat 9, he looks like an action star. He's fucking jacked to the gills. He's fucking hitting you with the Night Sting, and it's like, bow, wow, wow, through your fucking skull is really cool. And then what do you do with him? Nothing. So he could have been good, but he's not. He's fine. Move over. I want to keep him in order, except for these two. Kronika's fine. She was fine. She showed up. She did her job. We'll probably never see her again, and that's fine. She played her part. You know, Onaga showed up and he played his part, and that was fine, but we want to see more from him. He was really cool. With Kronika, I feel like we got the whole point. We got the picture with Kronika, but she's not bad. She wasn't insulting in any way. Reptile is great, and I want to put him... I want to say he's the fucking best, but he's not. He's great. And he's great because, legacy-wise, first ever secret character fucking ever. He's down at the bottom of the pit, which fighting at the bottom of the pit is just cool. I don't give a shit who you are. He's had such a metamorphosis over the years through his looks, through his movesets, and what he's able to do. We want fucking Reptile to be a main eventer. We want him to be the top of the heap, and he's just not. I don't think they ever will make him be... Make Reptile an animated movie, would you? Let's give Reptile an animated movie. I know Captain McKay is working on his Reptile stop motion, which you're all going to love. YouTube.com/Captain McKay Random. Patreon.com/Captain McKay. Get your sneak peeks like I did. But I'm going to put him up at great just for legacy purpose and just because we always want more Reptile. We always want more Reptile, and that means a lot. That is what saved Jade from her category. Jade is good because we constantly want more. Who's up next? Serena, bad. We don't want her to be bad. Again, we want more for Serena. They've never fucking done anything with her. But in Mortal Kombat mythologies, she took a piss in Quan Chi's locker room. I don't care. She's never done anything. Bad character, unfortunately. Shao Kahn's the fucking best! Shao Kahn is the fucking best. Shao Kahn belongs at the top. He does. And I think you can see how exclusive I'm being with the top and the bottom. Shao Kahn is the first character to not have debuted in Mortal Kombat 1 that has hit the fucking best. Shao Kahn is the fucking best. And his rule over Outworld as the Emperor of Outworld, and then to be beaten and to be disgraced and to come back and in Mortal Kombat 11 to fucking throw the head of Kotal Khan down the fucking stairs and, you know, fuck Sindel again. Shao Kahn's the fucking best, dude. Johnny Cage is the fucking best. Johnny Cage is the best. Johnny Cage is a guy who played, you know, you could say he played second fiddle to Liu Kang for a long time. In the movies, Liu Kang is the man, and then Johnny Cage and Sub-Zero are right, or Johnny Cage and Sonya are right here. In Mortal Kombat 1, it's like Liu Kang is the man, and like Johnny Cage and Sonya are around here. And they kept building and building. And Johnny Cage got his fucking moment in the sun in Mortal Kombat 9, in Mortal Kombat X. Still a major deal. Johnny Cage, it took them forever to turn the key on him and to make him what he really needed to be, but they did it. And that makes Johnny Cage one of the fucking best. And I pull no punches in that opinion. Alright, who else do we have here? Shiva is fine. We like Shiva. She's kind of cool. Never did much of note. When she goes away for a long time, when she pops up again, it's like, yeah, dude, Shiva. And then she doesn't really do anything of note again. She's fine. Shiva's fine. Shinnok is... Shinnok is he fine or is he good? I feel like Shinnok is fine because Onaga is good, and Onaga is greater than Shinnok, in my opinion. Shinnok, Mortal Kombat 4 is like, oh, he's an elder god, and he's coming back, and he's gonna fuck shit up, and then we just beat him. And we can play as him, so he doesn't even feel all that special. Mortal Kombat X, they retell that story. You know, we see at the end of 9, right? Like post-credits or whatever, we see Shinnok, and it's like, oh, Shinnok's coming back, and then we just beat him again. You know? And Shinnok, to me, he's fine. Who cares? Like, you know, you could get rid of who cares off this category, and it would still be the same thing. It's fine. But he's not as cool as Onaga for me, so that's where he belongs. Shujinko, he's fine. Who cares? You know, much like Taven, Shujinko's a bad character. What am I talking about? Shujinko is Taven. Taven is just Shujinko 2. We're never going to see Shujinko again, probably. Why would you want to see Shujinko again? Who cares? He was an idiot. He fucked everything up. He didn't really do much to redeem himself. It became everybody else's problem. Fuck Shujinko. Bad character. Sindel, good character. What the fuck is this bullshit with there's 2 Sindels on here? We're not doing 2 Sindels. There's one goddamn Sindel. Whoever made this tier list is the person who thinks that Mortal Kombat sucks because of what they did with Sindel in Mortal Kombat 11. Grow up! It's character development. They did something different with her. Do you want all these characters to do the same fucking thing for 30 years? Is that not boring? Do something new. I think what they did with Sindel in MK11 was awesome. It made me like her more. This is the hottest she's ever been. So to me, this is Sindel, and she's a good character. She was unique when she showed up. Nobody was doing a fucking screaming gimmick. She had the fucking floating pose. She's wearing purple, and that's cool. She's got the hair deal, and she'll fucking spin you around, and you'll explode. I like Sindel. I like Sindel a lot. Good character. Take your other Sindel and shove it up your fucking ass. Smoke. Oh, this is a heartbreaker, man. I want to say Smoke is good, but I don't know if he is. He might be fine. We're going to put him here for now because Palette Swap Ninja love. We love him. But he also he's a good character, and I'll tell you why. He's not just a Palette Swap Ninja. He had the transformation from human to cyborg, and then when we get the reboot, we get him back in his human form. He's got this goofy ass fucking hair. But where is he? Smoke could be great. If you get off your fucking asses, NetherRealm, Smoke could be great. But you haven't allowed him to be great. He's good. And that's still nothing to sneeze at. Smoke is good. Oh, but he could be great. He could be great. I love Smoke. God damn. Sonya is great. And that could be controversial. You could say, Sonya isn't great. Why is she not joining Johnny Cage, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Liu Kang, and Shang Tsung from her debut game, Mortal Kombat 1? Why is she not joining the rest of the guys up there? Listen, she is joining Goro and Kano and Raiden and Reptile, kind of, in the great tier because she's never been the champion. She's never been like the queen of the bad guys. Story-wise, she has done important things. Fatality-wise, she's had cool shit. There's nothing wrong with being in great. You would kill to be in great. So she's earned her spot here. That's a good thing. We're not upset about it. But if I think it would be ridiculous to put Sonya next to Sub-Zero and Scorpion. It just is. You know? And there's nothing wrong with being next to fucking Reptile, Raiden, Quan Chi. Come on now. Who the fuck is this? Kung Jin? Kung Jin's fine. Again, much like, where's our other guy? Takeda. Much like Jackie Briggs. We could see more from them, but we need to. If they're going to become good characters, we need to see them grow. All of these characters have a baseline of who they are, and like we see their movesets and stuff, But that's all that is a foundation. It's just a baseline. You gotta fucking build up. You know, you can't give me what fucking the details of like, oh well, he's the son of Ken Shi. She's the daughter of Jax. He was disgraced from the White Lotus Society. You got to give me more than that. That's foundational. We need to build up. So he's fine. He's not bad. He's not the fucking worst. Who's this? Dagon? Bad. Dagon could go. Again, this is not an order thing. He's just going to go next to Taven just because, you know, they're brothers. And I put these two next to each other because they're the last of their kind. Sindel, go fuck your ass. There's only one Sindel. That's so annoying. Why are there not multiple other people if you're going to do multiple Sindels? Go fuck yourself. Who is this? Is this Ferrator? Ferrator, bad character. Showed up in one game, did nothing. We're never going to see him again. They were just in Snowblind, did nothing. They were in the movie, had screen time for like 9.5 seconds. Borderline the fucking worst. Borderline the fucking worst, because we don't know anything about Ferrator. I don't think we want to know anything about Ferrator. We don't care. The voices were annoying. It's a generic copy and paste character from other places. Bad character. Melina, great character, dude. Melina's a great character. Legacy, moveset, look, weapons, importance to the story. Melina has been all over the place. Melina is easily up there with the Goros and the Quan Chis and the Raidens in my book. And the Katanas. She's up there with the Katanas. And I think, you know what? I really think this starts to make more sense. I think Melina and Katana are a step above Jade. And I think when you just look at it like that, my rankings make a little more sense. All right? Okay? Who the fuck is this? Tremor? Tremor's fine. And we would like Tremor to be more than fine. We would like Tremor to be cool as fuck. I alluded to this earlier. You gotta do something with him if he's gonna move up the list. And now this is annoying because you can't see everything all at the same time. Hotaru, bad character. And then Noob Saibot. Noob Saibot is a great character who borders on the fucking best. But he's just not quite the fucking best. He's just not quite. And I wish he was. Because, ooh, I love me some Noob Saibot, brother. I do. But oh, man. Noob Saibot. Yeah. Noob Saibot's great. Being great is a really good thing. And he's easily up there near the top of the pile. But there you go, guys. That's it. That's my entire tier list. And I did not make this, so if there's a person or two missing, don't blame me. Blame whoever made this. Does it say who made this somewhere? I don't think so. I literally Googled Mortal Kombat character tier list and I found this. 5 people think this is shit. 48 people love it, you know? 3 people laughed at this until they cried. And I think those people should check themselves into a facility because there's nothing funny just about a blank board. You know, if you look at a blank board and you're like... You gotta go to the hospital, okay? You gotta go to brain jail. Guys, I'm being funny. This is my Mortal Kombat tier list. Here you go. I'm not gonna read off everybody. That would be ridiculous. But you can see the fucking worst... Shit. The fucking worst. Kai, Bo' Rai Cho, Dairu, Suhao. The fucking best. Shang Tsung, Liu Kang, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Shao Kahn, Johnny Cage. You should not have your best and worst being the most full categories. It's just not how things work. So for me, I think this works. This is how I feel. I would love to know what you guys not only think about my list, but I want to know where you would put some of these guys. I will put the link to this bracket in the description, and you can make your own, and you can tweet it at me at IDS616, or you can post it in the 616 Entertainment Discord. And if enough people do that, I'll make its own fucking channel or whatever. This could be fun. I had fun doing this. I hope this has recorded properly and I can get a good episode out of this. Guys, this was episode 100 of Mortal Kombat Monday. Thank you very much for just supporting me over the years and supporting this channel, supporting all of my Mortal Kombat nonsense. We are getting near the end of Mortal Kombat Monday Season 3, and then we're going to move on to other things, and we're going to do different stuff. I always like to evolve around here, but we certainly, at the end of the season, have not seen the last of Mortal Kombat on this channel. That goes without saying. And thank you so much for the support. I hope you had fun with this video. And until next time, I love you, and I will see you soon.